Hello and welcome to yet another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am one of your three co-hosts for this one, Spec or Spectral Haunts, and I will be playing one Quinn Queen. A big idiot. Affectionate, but he is an idiot in this. Don't let his 18 intelligence fool you. He does not know how to use it. However, we're not going to focus on him right now. I want to actually focus on the amazing two co-hosts I have who are wonderful and nice. One who made this title card. Take a second, appreciate it. If you're not appreciating it, start appreciating it. If you're driving a car listening to this, pull over. Look at it. Okay? This isn't a request. Pull over. Look at it. Thank you. Now that you've done that, we can get back to the FPS. So yeah, I'm joined by the most wonderful, lovely people. They have wonderful characters, wonderful ideas. They made me laugh, especially with this FPS we're gonna have. And also, they are very nice. And this FPS is technically starting late because they let me catch up on in real life stuff. So they're also very nice. Appreciate them. In the comments right now. If you're driving, if you start driving again, stop. Pull over. Type in the comments. Be like, I love those two. They're amazing. I'm going to be checking the comments. I will know if you did this or not. Thank you. Anyways, my two fellow co-hosts are, as they may introduce themselves now.
I can't introduce myself. You've killed me.
Well, I
I
guess
can't keep getting away with this.
one of these days you
Hi,
will learn.
Hi, folks. It's me, Comet. I'll be playing Minami Shanon, and I love Spec so very much. They're wonderful and amazing, and makes the most amazing characters that I love so dearly.
I'm so glad you got to go before me, Comet. It allowed me a moment to die in the background. Hi, I'm Candle. Today I'm going to be playing Crystal Everlight, and I too absolutely adore my co-hosts, both Comet, whose art is absolutely amazing, and who I'm very, very excited for Crystal and Minami to finally meet, and Specs, who is also amazing and creates great characters and great stories, and also love their absolute dumbass detective, whom we love very much, despite his dumbassery.
He's so stupid. Now you're probably, dear listeners, wondering why are we harping on how stupid he is. We only ever do that if he's been real stupid, like top tier stupid. Well, fun fact. In a canon group, little text group chat that there is, that sadly those who are on recording can't hear, but don't worry, things don't normally happen in there that are too plot relevant. If they do, we recap them, like right now. Quinn accidentally slipped on, Valentine's Day that he had a fiance. Fun fact, this has actually been established for a while. I just have not mentioned it, and I have zero regrets just dropping that out of nowhere. I have actually zero regrets. Um, Thank you to certain two other lore holders. I do not know if they wish to be named. Please tell me you wish to be named right now. I forgot to ask.
Or forever hold your peace.
Fletcher and Marzi, because one of them encouraged me, and one of them is the fiance, or at least playing the fiance. So I'm sure that there will be nothing wrong with this, except for that small itty bitty problem. The whole reason he has a fiance is because he may have accidentally engaged himself to a fae.
As
Because
a child.
he is in Fort Sanon, where learning about the Fae is supposed to be like an important part of your coursework. Quinn decided, no, 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 I want to graduate early, and I don't need to know this. Um, so he purposely skipped as many Fae courses as he could, so that he could graduate sooner. This has come back to bite him, which is where we are now. Um, Quinn, now engaged to someone, which Quinn has mixed feelings on. I mean, He's not dating anyone right now, anyways. Um,
Head
so
and hand.
stupid.
Then his head and hands.
Quinn to Min. What? Okay, I understand. Yes, is this a bad situation? Yes, but also like, I mean, I'm not seeing anyone anyways. So it could be worse. I could have been dating someone when this happened.
Just
Min
imagining.
has reasons that she cannot express.
Just imagining the
This-
furious hand gestures, like with the face, like this idiot.
And you gotta admit she's very pretty, and I've heard she's quite nice. And I won't lie, I'm kind of excited to meet her. It's been a while, and when we did interact, we got along great. So like this could work out. I could make a friend, who could turn into a lover, who can turn into my wife. It will be fine.
Min, it like internally is just my little brother has a crush on you.
But she can't say that.
She can't say that, and it's killing her. She's killing her. I point at Fletch and you. You're killing Min. You're killing me and Min.
Hi, audience.
But
We've
she has
created a wonderful, wonderful joke. That is.
yeah. This situation is tormenting Min specifically.
And we love her.
Yeah.
Listen, listen. The whole everything involving that those two is always angsty. This makes things hilarious.
This makes it so funny. I love it. I do love it. This is the best.
We do
Continuing
need
on.
shenanigans between our
Yeah.
angst.
And this is
Yeah,
perfect.
it's healthy.
This is perfect because Quinn's so stupid. He fits into the love triangle trope perfectly.
It's just hidden hands. You don't. That's not where you want to be. The triangle is nowhere where you want to be. That's not her voice. That's it. That's nowhere you want to be. I've been there. It's not great.
The best part is
It's
Quinn
a
doesn't
bad.
realize
It's
he's
a
in the
bad
triangle.
shape. It's a bad shape.
I can just imagine she slips and says triangle, and Quinn goes, triangle? Who's the third member? Freezing? Because I feel like the what she answers, it will be hilarious.
It would be, isn't it? Gosh.
If she answers Leo, that
Do you want me to save the enemy?
I.
Because I feel like this might be an opportune moment for Crystal to arrive.
like I don't even know if this conversation is happening, but
Yes.
like this is the energy. It's just Min walking on glass while Quinn keeps accidentally dancing too close to the truth, and Min is just in her head, I need more cake, I need more cake, I need more cake.
Yeah. I. She's just. Regardless of maybe if you will be happy in this relationship or not, it's she is still a Fae, and I would rather you not.
Are you discriminating against Fae?
I'm saying
Are you
there's
Fae
some.
phobic, Minami?
I meant I Quinn, please, Quinn, please.
He's got the most serious face he can have.
Oh,
If you're gonna go to Fort Shanon eventually, you cannot be Fae phobic.
I'm not. I'm just saying they operate on different rules, and it's kind of. I mean, you got yourself in a situation not knowing the rules.
Yes, but I have to think of this on the bright side, okay? It could have been worse. It's not like I gave my name. Yeah, I haven't given my
Quinn.
name away.
Okay, she just like puts a hand on her heart and just like as a sighs in relief.
Not that I can remember, though I did forget about the engagement.
You are not helping my anxiety, Quinn.
Oh, I am sure that I have. I mean, I have plenty of names, so like, what? What's the hard? You know what, me? Let's sit down. Let's not talk about this anymore.
I would love to sit down right now, Quinn. I would love to sit down right now, Quinn. And she just plops on a bench. Or maybe on the floor, that's more funny.
Me, are you having floor time again?
Yes.
Did I drive you the floor time?
Mayhaps.
Do you need a blanket down there?
Blanket will get dirty.
You're getting dirty, me.
I got presentation.
You can use that on the blanket, me.
Fine.
Where is this taking place?
I have no clue.
I like to imagine this is just in the middle of the library. Like, it's in a secluded enough corner that, like, Quinn can, like, say things like, I have multiple names, because that is something he doesn't talk about as much. But, like, it's still just... Crystal can see them because they're just this real kind looking over this, like, melted puddle of a Toon. Just kind of blinking, like... Okay, well, I'm glad you'd want a blanket. Confession, I didn't think this far through. I don't actually have a blanket.
Min points at, but I'd like to think the library has blankets. So she just points at a pile.
Yeah, I'll go grab one of the library blankets. Question, where does a library have blankets? And he's just walking over to go grab the blankets.
Sometimes you want to be comfy cozy. Sometimes you want to be comfy cozy. Why does the library have beanbags? Why wouldn't it have blankets? I don't know.
It has blankets and pillows.
Would you like to join us, Kendall?
Yeah,
sorry. You walk in whenever you want.
Yeah, this feels like a good opportunity for Crystal to turn up, who has come all the way from Toontown to Billstown to help.
How stupid are you? I got someone to go from Toontown to here. The only other person who's managed to do that are Camille, Leo, and Jubilee, who get Tome to drag his ass over here. And I don't know if I want to be on the same level as those three.
Too late.
Too late.
Tone voice. Not tone voice, Quinn voice. What have I done?
I think, yeah, I think, should I roll a perception to see if Crystal can find them?
Sure.
Or do you think that they're obvious enough?
I think it'd be funny to see how long it takes for her to, like, wander around the library to find them.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
They have just been, like, I don't know, having this conversation, like, not in a hushed tone at all, so...
No! Listen, they're both neurodivergent. You think they can focus?
No, it's just like for Crystal, it's a matter of hot and cold. Just sonar.
Yeah.
Echolocation them?
Echolocation. Yes.
I don't understand how she can still roll so low, despite me increasing her perception score.
I love
I mean, it's a 10.
I like
it's still average.
Consider she's going around a corner that she thinks is the wrong corner, and then, like, by Toon logic, it's the right one. Like, they're getting quieter, and then she rounds the corner, and suddenly they're right there. And it's loud again.
You know what? Maybe what happens is she misses Quinn getting the blanket, and that, like, they miss each other, and then she rounds the corner, and Minami's just there, and it takes her a moment to realize, wait, this is someone I know.
Have
kind of.
Ever seen?
I mean, they're in the group chat together.
Yeah, but her icon is like an orb.
Come on, maybe this is why the perception is low. Is she finds Minami, don't know who she is.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a funny because I like to imagine Crystal's just standing there, and if she passed by Quinn, that means Quinn is behind her. You can guess what I'm about to roll.
Oh.
Yep.
Listen, nothing about this. I put high shenanigans for a reason. Nothing about this FPS is gonna be taken seriously. You are so lucky. That's. Wait, hold up. She rolled a 10. Because here's the thing: is I rolled really low, but I forgot that he has a higher mod now.
Fantastic.
Because a 12 beats it.
It sure does.
He's not trying to be quiet, but he just kind of approaches Crystal from behind it, and then just Crystal hears from behind her, why are you just standing there, Miss Crystal?
She's... Yeah, that does get a bit of like a bit of a jump in. Quinn, right. I was looking for you. It just like point like, didn't I just come from that way? Just never mind. Right. I am here to help you with Fae Law. Well, what there is of Fae Law. Right. Is this where you're working?
Oh, yes, that over there is my mentor, Minami Shanon, and he points at Minami, who's on the floor.
Point at the mouse that's like Family Guy death pose.
It's
He's
just
like making like incomprehensible like sobbing noises.
Quinn just casually walks over and just kind of like lays the blanket down over her.
Is she alright?
This is a normal occurrence around me. I think it's a Toon thing.
Should I be worried?
All Toon things worry me, so I don't think I'm a good judge here.
Min is just like, she just peeks her head out of the blanket. It's just dark. It's just dark with like two eyes like blinking in there.
Just yep.
Minami?
Just yep. You go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Minami, this is Dr. Crystal Everlight. She is also here to help with the situation. And he kind of rubs the back of his neck.
And she just like full energy again, just like pops to her feet. trying to like save whatever dignity she has, like from like the puddle that of floor she was earlier. You are hello. It's nice to meet you. This is she's just giving word jumbles. I'm not. This is too embarrassed to articulate properly.
She's getting a little pat on the back from Quinn.
She's hand sticking out for head shake.
Yeah, Crystal will take it and just Minami, it's a pleasure.
He's just so you're here to help us study. That's nice. Thank you. I'm not much of an expert myself. I know basics, so she just does this awkward shrug.
I don't know how. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I have researched a fair bit of Fae law over the years. So, hopefully I can help out. That's why I'm here. Just sort of awkward, stiff walk to the table.
Then
Quinn,
also just starts folding the blanket and just folding it.
Quinn, sensing the awkwardness, just kind of awkwardly coughs, and you both already know my experience with the Fae, so at least you're both
Yeah.
more experienced than me. And he's trying to lighten the mood so badly.
Right.
Jesus.
That's a good place to start. What do you know of Fae Law?
Um. Okay, so fun fact. Comet heard this earlier, but I Spec actually know shit about Fae Law, so this is a really fun FPS because I am just as stupid as Quinn in the Fae matter, and which is really funny if you look at some of my characters and how much I enjoy Fae lore. None of it just none of it retains though. So Quinn just kind of goes,
Fair enough.
and it kind of like even like holds out his fingers to count. Well, don't say you're going to marry them. Don't give away your name.
Yeah, that's important. Okay.
Circle mushrooms bad.
All right, that's. Mm-hmm.
I guess that's something.
I heard
I'm gonna
the Fae
roll hammer
use the
space.
circle mushrooms to change your gender.
Ah, Crystal has that. Uh, I don't. Should I? Moving on. Going to face.
That was a very specific reference for one of yes. Or was it change your race?
She just
Maybe it was change your
looking at
age.
Crystal. She
Was
doesn't
it
know how
change your
to.
age? Oh gosh, what if it was change your memories? What if that's why I can't remember?
Do you? Did you? I mean, I guess if it was change your memories, you would have remembered if you stepped into one.
Exactly.
Uh.
Oh gosh.
I don't think that's the case. It's not.
Oh, do I need to
That's
check
not
my
the case,
shoes for?
though, right?
Do I need to check my shoes for tiny mushroom?
Pretty sure most mushroom circles don't change memories or race or gender. I could be wrong. There could be Fae out there that do that, but most of the time they tend to be portals.
Wait, then why wouldn't you want to step into one? Isn't that like a big thing here in Toonkind? Portals? They're called teleportation circles here, right? Are those made about it? Wait, I haven't actually checked. I thought those were made out of symbols, not mushrooms.
It's more to the Feywilds, and it's not so much about getting there as it is getting back.
Are they not like two ways?
No.
No.
Huh. That could explain some missing person cases. I'll have to do some research into this. Thank you.
Oh God.
He's a detective, Your Honor. He has a one-track brain.
Oh my god, I rolled hammer space.
Oh what?
I rolled a 1 in hammer space.
No!
Oh, yay! Fumble!
Bubble chart!
Fumble chart.
Cool. She pulls out a book called Magical Theory 101. And
Incredible.
that's not it. Hold on. It puts it back in.
Min just like slightly like
What
grab your hands.
is this?
Oh gosh. Min sees the book and it's like it just does almost like silly eyes.
Alright, this time, it's a book on Toonkind ailments and diseases. She's shoving that one back in as well.
As she starts to shove it in, Quinn is making grabby hands for that one.
I mean, in that case, she'd be like, yeah, okay, you can take that, if you want. Please give it back.
Of course, Quinn is automatically, like, trying to remember whatever the heck Leo had. I know what it was. It was, inspiration deficiency, but he does not remember that, so he is flipping through that, trying to see which one's
Oh yeah, that'll
familiar.
be in there.
Quinn voice. I gotta do research. What if there was something long term that I forgot about?
This one is the history of Evershore, which might actually be useful, so she's just gonna leave that one out. Oh god, this might go on for a while. You guys can roleplay a bit in the background if you want.
Yeah.
Quinn has his face shoved into the book.
Could Quinn see a certain curse in there?
Yes. If you're, what are you referring to? Oh. Which one are you referring to? Because there's two that I can. Oh gosh. We said this was a no-age FPS. Yeah. I will roll a. Cause
right.
no. If you guys are both chill, we could briefly brush upon it, but we're not gonna dip it. We're not gonna dip into it. Calm down, gallery. This is our he who plot. This is just so later on Quinn and Min could talk. They're not gonna talk about here in the middle of a library. They have some decency.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn is a real kind. He knows how to hold his mouth. And we don't even know if he'll get it. I'm just rolling in intelligence real quick. Yeah, that's a 14. I'm going to say he skips through it, he sees it, keeps going. The seed has been planted. Are you happy, Comet?
Yes.
Okay.
Min is meanwhile like just flipping through the Evershore Isles book because
Gallery, are you happy?
Evershore.
Go burr.
Yeah, Evershore Isles. Just in case anyone doesn't know, is a Fae place in Inkwell. So like it's not Fort Sinan, but it is Fae, so could be useful. Anyway, I finally rolled above a 5 on Crystal's hammer space, and she pulls out a giant stack of books all on the topic of Fae, and just like boom down on the desk.
Oh, by the rhythm. Okay.
Minami has sparkle eyes.
It just
she may be drooling a bit at the thought the sight of the large stack of books.
It's just Crystal looking between them, and the books are just yeah, I might have done a bit of reading on this over the years.
You said you weren't an expert. Okay.
Cool. I mean, by definitions, I am not an expert. I do not have a PhD in Fae laws. I have a PhD in ailments and diseases and categorizing them.
That is more books than I ever even saw at school.
Quinn?
Listen, I didn't take those classes, okay? They weren't needed.
What? Clearly, Quinn, I love you so much.
If they were that important, they should have been required for graduation.
You know what? I'll agree with you there. That's on them.
No, it's fine, Minami.
You're the one who has an engagement, Quinn.
With a pretty nice girl. Like, we need to view this from the upside.
Okay, you know what? Yes.
She's pretty nice, popular, and in a place of power. I'm pretty nice, popular, and a detective. We gotta view this from the positive side of things. Quinn voice, I refuse to admit that I should have taken more classes.
It should have been, I mean, if if your country was, had more Fae stuff going on, I think like it should have been mandatory though. That's like I
Yeah,
don't like I'm
well,
not blaming you.
one
Like
second.
yes.
That Quinn actually says that. Let me try and see if yeah, I look at the gallery. Was it required actually?
Yeah.
That's a 17.
My
Quinn.
dearest beloved apprentice.
I mean,
who I care for so.
It may have actually been required. There were a couple of courses I was able to get out of, just because I was trying to graduate early. But it's fine. Everything's fine. I don't.
Does this seem fine to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone in Fort Shanon is happy with this. I say that makes it a win.
Are you happy with this?
I am content with the matter at hand. What do you want me to? Quinn, like, making, like, the little, the neurodivergent hand movements, the little, little.
Yes.
We had this conversation in the chat. Do not try to ask me to put in emotion. Quinn internally. Crystal does not know that I'm gay. Crystal does not know that if I'm not gay, that I'm bi. Crystal doesn't know that it was Arsene. I'm not gonna tell Crystal that it was Arsene. How do you tell someone? Oh yeah, by the way, the only reason I'm upset is because I'm engaged to someone who isn't dead. Like, what? How do you say that without sounding crazy? Like, I like to imagine he's zoning out as he's thinking this. He's like, how do you say that? How do you be like, oh yeah, Crystal, I'm not happy because the person that I would rather be engaged to is, dead. You don't just say that, but like, I mean, it could be worse, but like, oh gosh, what, I mean, it could be better. I mean, she could look, but no, I don't want her to look like him. That's just before placement. And like, he's just absolutely, completely derailed inside his head, trying to figure out how to word this. He is just slowly zoning out there right in front of you. Like, he's not saying a single thing. He's just like, his hands are slowly dropping as his eyes just zone out.
I love him so dearly. Mina's like waving her hand in front of his face and sees that he's not responding. And is
rolling insight.
I'm rolling an insight.
I gotta legally roll deception then.
Okay. What was your insight again?
Crystal, I love you, but my beloved.
Oh!
Holy shit, Minami!
She knows her boy!
Minami voice, that's my boy! I know when he's trying to pull bullshit on me. Okay, Crystal, Quinn is...
I don't even know if she's noticed that he's spaced out, honestly.
Yeah, Quinn's standing there. Quinn is faced to peck out. He's having a gay crisis. That's the only way I could describe it. You know that there is nothing straight about whatever is going on in his head right now. He is having a full-out LGBT panic. This man is like, are you happy? And he's sitting here like, how do you... And then he's just full-out ADHD spiral, and now he's wondering, and like, you could see it behind his eyes. You could see into his very soul in that moment. He is, because you had the talk, and you're like, oh, and you could just see it. You could see him going through the steps of like, okay, well, I mean, I could be worse, but also it could be better, but also Arsene's dead, and then like the only person who, like, it's not like that she can look at it like Arsene. The only person who looks like Arsene even kind of is Leo, but even then they look different. And oh gosh, Leo, no. Oh, me, Leo, oh no. And like, just going through every like thought in the head. It's the face journey. Like, you could see him going through every stage of grief, every panic, every gay thought, every ADHD moment. Like, he is just, like, everything I described going through his head, like, your instincts tell you this. Like, there isn't a, you can almost hear that, he is not a tune, but you are. And this is such strong humor, and he's been an anchor long enough, even if he can't hear it, you can almost hear the narrator monologuing whatever is going on in his head. You can almost hear the narrator go, and Quinn once again descended into absolute madness over the fact that he may possibly have been a little gay for our son.
Meanwhile, Crystal is ignoring you both and just turned and flipping through one of the books.
Meanwhile, Minami is like, making a like sees all of this and came to the conclusion that she is going to punt Camille later. Yep. She's going to send uh she's going to send Camille a letter later that says, "Get better now, idiot."
Stop being shrunk. Your boyfriend needs you to.
It's like a get well soon later, but it's like scribbled out.
Just scribble it out. It says, Quinn's gay. Fix yourself.
You have been the direct source of his crisis. Like, Min is just, I love you with all my heart, Camille. You're my dearest little brother, but this is hell for me.
I liked this is just making me imagine Leo and Minami with a support group for this. Like, messaging Leo, you'll never guess what shit I had to witness. And Leo's like, oh yeah, no, I've told Camille that Quinn was gay. Thanks to I even sent him the proof of it, from a DMs. He's still in denial, so sorry if he's, trying to be stupid.
Their group chat is called These Two Disasters.
Yeah. Minami is just like rolls up to the Layton household later with like a bottle of a bottle of grape juice, and just chugging it, and it's just it's just regular grape juice. But I need to be dramatic.
He's got some of the apple juice and is just like chug chug chug. Camille, the stuff you make me go through. She just grabs him by the shoulders. Why did you have to die and shrink? Do you understand what you put me through? Do you understand what I have to go through? Yes, I know you're going through a lot, and I am so sorry. I need you to understand that you are my littlest brother, and I feel really bad for what happened to you. But I am in hell, Camille. I am in hell, and it is one of your own making.
That is her exact mood. Thank you for like verbalizing it. She's just I am in eternal suffering, and I have to cover for your ass every day.
Do you know how hard it is to convince Quinn not to just...
I love you, and I will cover for you for as long as it takes, but this is getting ridiculous. I can't keep... Camille, he keeps having a crisis over you. This can't keep happening.
Minami voice, he started asking me about what kind of suit would look best for a wedding. Camille, I can't keep telling him that. I can't keep lying to him and telling him, well, you have to try on every suit before, this stalling can only last so long.
I know you can't help it, Camille. I'll help you try to find a way out of this as quick as possible. But it's just turns into a puddle.
Camille, have you considered puppets? Have you
I'm
considered?
going. I'm running out of excuses. I'm running out of excuses, Camille.
I had to
Wait.
tell him a random barista was flirting with him to get him to stop whining.
Where the legs? I love every this all of this bit.
This is so, I'm so sorry, Candle.
No, it's fine. This is great.
Okay.
I'm just like, meanwhile, behind the two balloon screening teenagers, Crystal is just
Yeah, the actual
there with the
adult.
books. Just like, well, I guess regardless of whether you do or don't want to be in this marriage, you are engaged to a Fae, so learning something about them is probably still important.
You're right. I do need to make, and he kind of snaps out of me, right? I do need to make a good impression upon the family.
And also, it would put you at a disadvantage
That too.
if you didn't. Where think of it as putting you both on equal footing.
I quite believe that we already are.
Min raises her eyebrow.
I
There's a noise of I don't think so from Crystal.
Bliss, I am quite sure that she is very nice and charismatic and wise, but so am I. One of those is a lie out of character, but he is in the he that denial is a river in Egypt. But while she is Fae, I'm a detective, and that makes up for a lot of things.
How?
Well, first of all, it means that I have experience with the darker parts of life and the reality of existence. Not.
This is me, not
I
not my
know,
character.
I know, but like
Sorry, he sounded so much like an angsty teenager then.
No, listen, he's 17. It does. He's gotta have the stupid teenager moment.
Yeah, I love him.
I.
Min's just patting him on the shoulder.
He kind of got his arms crossed. Don't you pity pat me.
We're gonna let's go enjoy the simple things in life later.
I do not enjoy the murder of people. What you took from that?
No, that's not what I took, but I
What?
think you should have more nice experiences.
I have plenty of nice experiences. I
Oh.
had a croissant the other day.
Congratulations.
I was waiting for one of you to say it. I was waiting for one of you to say it.
Min's just nodding, like, good for you. I'm proud of you.
And I take plenty of walks. Those are plenty of nice experiences, even if some of them end in murders. I enjoy I don't enjoy murder. I enjoy helping people. Okay, so I like to think of it as a bright side of things. Oh my god. Yes.
Please.
Oh my god. And then Crystal's gonna look at me and just like, is he always like this? Like, just with like a gesture?
Min does like her face like cringes, like, do you want me to lie to you? Kind of face.
Quinn, completely serious faced, arms crossed.
Right. Anyway. So
Yes.
yes. Perhaps a good place to start would be, do you recall what happened to lead to this engagement? Because wording is very important, and maybe something you said could give us a loophole.
Well, I'm gonna roll a wisdom while one of our members of the audience who knows the episode a lot better than I do gives a little brief synopsis for me, because I remember. Because the other person who I would normally discuss this with is not currently listening. Never mind. That's a 4. It doesn't matter whatever kind of synopsis you give me. He remembers shit out of sight. She was crying, and I wanted her to stop.
So you asked her to marry you. That was your first thought?
It makes people happy. It's worked with other people.
How many people have you asked to marry you? Actually, maybe this could be useful.
Quinn, being very quiet. Okay, I need to give me 5 seconds. I need to quickly DM a group because there is one person I can think of, and I want to see which one would be funnier.
Okay, Min's just prayer. I mean, to be fair, Crystal, like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but like, kids do kind of throw around, you know, big words like that.
I know.
I mean, it was just in this case was unfortunate.
In this case was towards a fae where words matter no matter if you're a child or not. Yes, I know.
Oh god, I did. Oh, Jesus.
I'm currently awaiting the verdict from the group, so I'll be a little quiet while
Oh god, good lord knows I crushed on people easily when I was little. Ugh, she just makes like she's just cringing at herself.
I don't think I've ever had anything quite like this, but I know that I did stupid things as a child too.
Yeah. I mean, that's like what being a kid is all about. Like, you do stupid things all the time.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that this time round it had such harsh consequences. But that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of the group members has responded, so we have a majority vote, but I am still going to wait 5 minutes for the other person to respond. However, to kill time for 5 minutes, I'm about to. You could either keep talking or I could insert a gag, like a little funny.
I mean, the gag does sound fun. The other thing I can offer up is potentially an insight roll of Minami wants it.
Ooh, yes. Ooh. Yes, please. There we go. 14.
Ooh, 14. I don't think that's high enough to get like a huge amount, but also enough that probably enough that you can tell that like when Crystal's talking about it sucks when kids make promises to Fae, that there is there is like, this is probably not the first time that she's seen something like this.
She'll just keep that in her back pocket.
Anyway, yeah, would you like to gag?
Yes, because I have to kill time for 4 more minutes, for the person to respond, possibly, because, if not, I'll go with the majority vote, and we could just retcon if the, person later tells me, that they'd rather have the other. But so for the gag, Quinn gets really quiet and goes, and he's kind of been counting on his fingers, like, okay. Alright. 1 second, let me pull up something real quick. Okay. Well, there's Ava and Ethan and Luna. Where else? Okay, wait, let me restart. We have Ava, and then there was what was the other guy? Oh yeah, there was Barber. Then there was Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Dahlia, Ethan,
Yeah.
Fran,
Right.
Patty, Isabel. He's still counting on his fingers. Jamie, Carter, Lacey,
Okay.
Morgan, Morgana,
Right.
Naveen, Oliver, Pinocchio, Quizzo, Roguefort, Sebastian, Timothy, what was the other one? Ulysses, Virginia, Washington, Xavier, there's a couple more. Yeti. And then there was Zach, and his face turns really red for a second. I'm sorry, gallery. I didn't see. I was just scrolling through names A to Z and just listing off random ones. Okay, half of those were actually unisex from Zach. And then his face turns really red, and then he kind of mumbles something.
What was that, Quinn? I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that. Quinn.
He kind of coughs his hands. Arson.
Min like taking out her phone.
Oh man, Crystal knows nothing about this. This is just like, that is quite a list. And then
Okay, I can tell you
name
most
them.
of those were not Fae, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the majority of those were not Fae. And a lot of them was either it made them laugh or it just distracted them. So I would count the majority of those as not relevant because, like I said, I'm quite sure that Momo was the only Fae out of that group. And all the other ones, well, a lot of them are. Well, I mean, I know for a fact because I've talked to a good number of them. Well, here's the thing. There's two problems here. One, um, I'm quite sure, but we can't completely follow my memory, but I'm very sure that most of them even if they were engaged to me, would have no intention of following through, so that takes care of it. And then, B, and the most important part, I think those were their names, and I think that's. I can't remember how many of those were like, I would kiss you, because like, it's kind of just, like, they go together in my head. So, like, those may have just been, I would kiss you. There's only a handful that I can be sure were the engagement.
Oh god, okay. Are you okay? Crystal wants to ask a question because Crystal is a dumbass and can't read situations.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Crystal's gonna ask. So out of that group, how many of them said yes?
Well, 2.5. Well, 1.5.
What's how does someone make it a half?
Um, because I can't quite remember one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair. Can you just
However,
like slowly try to like
You can
sneakily
insight that
text
if you want.
Yeah, I'd love to. Um
I kind of think it's funny.
25.
I think it's funny if Crystal doesn't and rolls off of that 7 from before.
Yeah, Minami, Quinn got a 16.
Yeah.
So you easily could tell this. He can remember one of them actually. That's not why it's a half.
Oh. Is it because it's arson?
Maybe. Well, kind of. It's complicated. It's really funny. Yeah, she actually asked.
Quinn.
Yes, Minami.
Are you lying to your mentor?
Don't. I mean, it's not entirely a
You
lie.
lie to me,
No,
your own
no, no,
mentor.
no. I just can't remember what Arsene said because I
Oh,
just
it was
remember.
Arsene.
I the person was in shock that I asked. It made him stop crying. Whoever this was, it totally wasn't Arsene, and I kind of can't remember it clearly because I know that there was laughter at some point, and I like to think it was us laughing together in joy and not him laughing at the idea of me proposing. So I'm just gonna go with I can't remember it clearly because I'm choosing that. Quinn
It
voice,
sounds like you remember quite clearly,
Quinn
actually.
voice. I don't want to imagine the possibility that my crush rejected my marriage proposal. I am too much of a gay disaster with that.
Min's just slow, just sneakily, just texting
You can
Camille and Leo.
You can put that in the AI chat.
I'm gonna put it in the AI chat. Uh, I'm gonna make a thread.
Gosh, there's just a live thread during this FPS.
Hmm
Oh man.
I
That's
don't want
actually
to
amazing.
get distracted, but also this is too funny.
You could like send it and then like just you look away from it and say that Minami is distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I need to reply to this real quick, Quinn. Um,
Me trying to see
is
if there's already a chat with the three of you.
nope. There, I don't remember one.
Quinn's just like, sure, but it wasn't Arsene, okay? It was not Arsene. I would, uh, you knew Arsene. Did Arsene ever mention us being together?
Um, I look at I look at uh I look at Fletch.
I am very certain the answer is no. But Fletch can tell me if I'm wrong. Did
Uh,
Arsene ever mention to Minami that he was engaged to Quinn?
oh,
Nope, he did not.
I think Crystal's gonna ask, who's Arsene?
Um, Quinn kind of he does dip a little and but he is also at the same time he's like Arsene was a another detective from Fort Sonat.
Ah,
He lived here
okay.
in Inkwell for a while.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes, very. Anyways, Faye. Quinn. Quinn, who does not want to think about this right now. Nope, nope. I am happy. I am having not having fun. I am happy. I am going to research Faye now. He is just beelining for the books.
Oh man. Crystal, like, cause I I don't know whether like because part of her is just like, okay, this this might be it might work if this is like something that is bound by law. If you know if Quinn has asked more than one person to be his fiance and they've said yes, then would that would constitute like a conflict, conflict, sorry, a conflict of interest sort of thing, and the proposal might be annulled because he's asked more than one person.
I will say we did. I'm pretty sure we established that like the only person that like it has been like an actual like tying to was both the Momo and Arsene. Um you can ask Quinn why the Arsene one might be a problem if you want one day. But because he's still not telling the full story. But all we did establish off screen that all the other ones are like the words um were canceled out in some way. So
Okay, okay.
the only ones that could be a problem are the Momo because of Fae Law and the Arsene because of a different law.
Huh, interesting. Um, that wasn't, I mean, that's good to know. But also was just like kind of thinking about the ways to get around this
Oh
one
yeah, no,
kind of thing.
absolutely. But I'm trying to say the the Arsene one could possibly, if that was what you're thinking, be a way, but Quinn will not view that as such for obvious
Fair enough.
reasons.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure that Crystal would bring this up at the moment, especially because Quinn doesn't look like they want to talk about it right now and did ask about Fae Law, so should I roll a d2?
Up to you. I will tell you, Minami may actually kill him affectionate whenever she finds out,
mm-hmm.
when she finds out the law that binds, I'm sorry, I just pulled the thread name. So what's the one stand
Yeah.
for?
um, the one means Crystal can't take a hint and is going to pursue this line of thought.
So what is the exact verb she asks?
I think she's gonna say, so, out of that number, how many of those do you think you have to worry about?
Um, just the Momo one.
All right, and it may be a it may not work, and it really depends on whether you want to get out of this or not. But is it possible for do you know any of the ones who did say yes would because that could potentially be a conflict legally in the validity of the proposal. It
Well,
might be able to get it annulled.
well, here's the problem. The only other one that well, kind of said yes. It wasn't a verbal yes. Well, he's kind of, dead, so it doesn't really matter.
And just does um, like a face.
Would
Ah, I see. Sorry. I guess that idea's out the window.
would Minami like to ask him how he said yes if it wasn't verbally?
Actually, yeah, I like that kind of like went over my head a little bit. I'm
Because
sorry.
I'm sorry. I understand that because we're touching on angst, so I have to throw some humor to counteract it, and I think this will make Minami murder the people in the chat right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? She's just don't wanna think and just like, wait. How did he say yes without saying?
Well, don't you tunes have this thing about where, like, your pinky promises?
You Min is just like stands up and is just like pointing at him, and then realize she raised her voice like in the middle of like the library and just like shrinks.
Well, I extended my pinky because I didn't think I'm a real kind. It doesn't work on me.
Oh, honey. Why?
It's
It doesn't matter. He's dead. It's fine.
Min just puts her hands on his shoulders because she knows it's not fine, but she I can I Quinn, it doesn't matter if you're a real kind. If you're making it with a tune, it counts.
Toon pinky promises are almost as binding as Fae promises.
What's I'm sorry. That was very much worth. That was very much worth it. Going.
Just like takes a moment to just like slink under the table and like
just furious typing.
like she's like just like fucking just like typing on this phone.
Okay, gosh, I feel so much better now. Oh god. I'm sorry, I felt like we needed to alleviate the angst that we had from slightly, and I feel I think I succeeded. Based off that reaction. Sorry that KO'd me. Well, Arsene is a half tune. So there's a 75% chance it does nothing.
That's not how promises work.
He's dead. It's fine. Well, it's not fine. Fae laws. And he just says that with such like intensity as he grabs the book and like sits down with like a half pout.
It's just like I think the reason she climbed under the table is just because she needs to like save herself like from she needs to put herself in a place where she won't be like where her face isn't seen.
She won't out poor Camille. Man. Crystal finds out solely because Min yanks Crystal on the table and goes so we can break it. But the person who's
This is how Crystal finds out.
Mhm.
Minami has
Oh
a
my
breakdown in the library.
Fae
do
Law
you,
Crash Course, more like me when he has a crisis.
yeah, do you want me to go into I
That-
guess a bit of a Fae monologue while
If you
Minami
want.
Please.
pulls herself
Yeah.
together?
Then it's just. Yeah, then it's just. Okay. Okay, we might need a little bit more than Fae Law studies. Okay.
I don't live in Toonkind. I mean, not Toonkind. I don't live in Inkwell. I'm gonna say that was in character. I don't live in Inkwell
It's
very
okay.
often, so I don't really. We don't need that as extra time being wasted. Plus, Camille's already helping me with my Toonkind studies.
Okay. Oh, is he now?
Oh yeah, he noticed I was having trouble, so he invited me to the library to study with him.
And just like clicks her tongue. Just cool. Well, I'm glad.
He's been really sweet.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It just Crystal. Oh yes, that does seem very nice of him.
Have you met Camille,
You're
Crystal?
cute.
I have once in person at Moria's office. Was seemed like a good kid. A little bit concerned by his interest in the macabre and his perchance to get involved in that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is a bit concerning, but he has told me he's going to be trying to be safer. I got really worried about him. there's a snort. He's like, Minami, if I wasn't already studying under you, and he wasn't studying under Moria, I wonder if I could have taken Camille as an apprentice. It'd be nice to hang out with him more, teach him a few things.
You're killing her.
Love you, Comet.
I love you too.
I hope you're having fun.
I am having a lot of fun. Trust me, I love this, all of this. I'm having the best time ever, and I miss having FPSs with you guys.
Handshake.
She's just.
You okay, Minami? You've been typing a lot. Is everything alright?
Yeah, it's fine. Family stuff. Don't worry about it.
Is your grandmother's okay, right?
Yeah, she's fine. Don't worry. Just,
Okay.
Anyways, I'm glad you enjoy spending time with Camille, but could you really handle him in his full bastardry and
He seems
shenaniganery?
like an angel. I quite enjoy. I won't lie. I've honestly had a lot of time spending with him. He's always so sweet. He gets really shy around me, I will admit, but I think we could. I think it's just because I'm an older detective, and you know how people get.
I'm an older detective. I don't get any respect from him.
Well, yes, but
I didn't
aren't
get
you
any
like
respect from him either.
aren't you like siblings or something?
That's true.
So yeah, that makes sense. I'm not his sibling. I mean, I guess I could be. Is that how family works? Because I'm your apprentice. Should I start considering Camille as my brother? I mean, I wouldn't consider him that way, but I know you mentioned found family, and we've established I'm not quite good at picking up stuff when it's happening. Wait, would that mean that you're my sister?
Found
Quinn, you're very, very dear to me. Quinn, you're very dear to me, but
Somebody joined because of the chaos we caused.
Minami is like, how do I argue against this without seeming sus?
do
I
you want
love
Crystal to step in here?
I love
She just
Pudding.
left the
I mean, she can always say that that's not how found family works.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what Crystal was going to say is the found family doesn't necessarily work that way.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because someone that you know is found family with someone else and you are found family with them doesn't automatically mean that you need to found family with that other
Okay.
found family. It is your choice and their choice.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, no. I'll be honest, I don't quite have either of them found family, but they always mention it, so but since we were on the subject, I figured I'm rambling at this point. And he's starting to get really flustered and embarrassed.
It's fine. It really. An example,
It's
if you'd
okay
like.
to it's okay to ask
My
questions. It's okay.
my sister has a lot more considered found family than I do because of, but it works fine for us, and that's you. You Inkwell works well with applying labels that people feel comfortable with.
Okay, that makes okay. And there's a sigh of relief. Okay, so I'm not found family dead. Okay. Me enemies internally. Oh, thank goodness we dodged that bullet.
Yeah, I couldn't have done. She's just like internally like, thank you so much, Crystal. You saved me. I'm going. You.
Me enemy voice. One day, Crystal, when this is out, I am going to bake you so many cookies as thanks.
I owe you my life, Crystal. I would commit atrocities for you.
You don't even know it.
Mhm.
Crystal
Gosh.
completely oblivious to the drama that she is like entwined in and both making worse and making better.
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's great.
Are you okay, Minami? You got really quiet and you look tired. Do we need to reschedule the study session?
It's okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I think I just need some tea. Um
I like to imagine Minami going to excuse herself to get tea, but she just rounds the corner and starts typing with more.
mhm.
I'd like to think the library also has a tea stand where you can go get yourself
They
tea.
they probably do. I know a lot of libraries have like coffee shops or little places to. And since it's Inkwell, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a free one.
Yeah. Minami's just like stands up and is like, would you two like some tea too?
Yes. Do you remember the way Leo makes it?
Would Leo I mean, what's
It's the Fort Sinon way, or it's a kind of a
mm,
Ghiblian way as well. I can't remember which way.
okay. Would Leo have taught her how to make that kind of tea? Um
I mean, you can roll a history for it.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, as Marzi said, the that
What's your history again? Big. That's right. 12. She's just squinting at the distance. It's like,
Oh,
I
okay,
think
it's...
Leo made help try to teach me. It's gonna be different, I'm gonna be honest.
Here, okay, 1 second then. And he kind of just grabs, because libraries have like those pieces of paper and tiny pencils and writes it down. And he's like, if they have this stuff, something like this. If not, just some sort of coffee. Extra espresso if possible, extra shots.
Yeah, I'll go get the tea for you.
Green tea for me, please.
Minami-
Otherwise, if
Alright.
it's easier, perhaps bringing back a pot that we could share.
That would be easier. I'll go do that.
That would. Sorry, Minami.
That's okay. And she gives him a head ruffle.
He kind of like scrunkles under the head ruffle, and he just kind of like he's just like Minami and my hair, and he's trying to fix it back into like the Arsene style.
Minami's just doing the knife cat emoji.
My hair. You know how long I style that. Oh, just go. Sticks out his tongue.
She just sticks her tongue out and right back.
They're so mature, Your
And
Honor.
she leaves.
Oh, they're so cute.
Dementor and mentee.
I love
They're
them.
adorable.
I love them
And
too.
she's yeah. When is Quinn actually gonna learn some Fae things?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I won't lie, this is very in character for him, this whole experience, but
It is, yeah. Yeah, I love every minute of this. This entire bit was fun. Also, we derailed so much, and it's kind of funny to me.
It is fantastic. I can ramble about some phrase stuff if you'd like, while Minami's getting tea.
Quinn will be sitting there very intently trying to take notes.
Yeah, so just right. So Fae in Satori. Most Fae come from the Fae Wilds, which is another plane that is attached to our reality, much like how our world is, where there are many different races and many different countries with their own rules and stuff. Similar is the Feywilds. So you will find many differences between, for instance, Toon Fae and Real Kind Fae, and even amongst the different sorts of them. There are common threads amongst them, but realistically, to get knowledge about one of them, you probably need to specifically look into that version of Fae. Just
I can try and see if there's any information on Momo's family.
that might be a good start. Definitely.
Oh, this may have accidentally just set me up for the mini campaign. Hold up. I'm sorry, because Quinn handed me, I can either ask her, or if, when she gets here, she would say it's better, and I don't raise as much suspicion, I can always go back to Fort Shanon for a little bit, especially with the wedding planning, and I could do research there.
That might not be a bad idea, though. Perhaps not a bad idea to take someone with you that you trust.
I will.
But
I'll think about it.
it is your home. Maybe there are people there that you trust as well that can keep an eye on you. Just
Oh yeah, no. There's my father is back at home, so he'll be there for me.
right. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe it's me being overly cautious, but sometimes some Fae can be. You need to be careful about potential disappearances.
Well, no worries. All right. I'll be all right, Crystal. And whenever I go off, if you don't hear from me, you can come looking for me yourself. And he gives like a little bit of a laugh.
Good right fucking now.
You get there, Comet?
Man returns with a pot of tea. I just will knock on wood right now.
Oh,
Right now.
what, Min, are you good?
Knock on it right now.
Sure. He starts knocking on the nearest wood. What was that for?
To dispel any jinxes. That's why.
I don't have any jinxes. I say stuff like that all the time and nothing happens.
I feel like me and Crystal just share a glance like, you do remember why we're here, right?
You put a lot of faith into things you don't really need to. I'm real kind. All those logics and gags and tropes don't work on me.
Actually, Quinn, it does. It can apply to you if you stay here long enough.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I do need to.
Yes.
Well, I have been here for over over a year. Well, I'll make sure to plan to visit Fort Shanon again soon then.
Min's a little bit sad at the thought.
Oh no, don't I mean once I go back, I can prepare for you to visit Minami. Don't get sad. Please don't get sad.
Okay.
Please don't get sad. Oh gosh, please don't get sad. Minami, and he's kind of rushing over to. Oh, Minami, stop. I mean,
I know, it's your home.
Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. If I go home and prepare, you could meet my fiance's family, and you can meet my family, and you could see the places you could see where I grew up. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, I get to see all your things. So wouldn't you be excited to? I think you'd like to meet my dad's one of my biggest inspirations. And you'd like him, or you can also meet. I think you'd have a lot of fun picking on some of the people. I feel like you'd have a lot of fun picking on my fan club, and like you like to pick them apart and find what they did wrong. You'd probably make a couple of jokes about them making me more handsome than I already am, just to mess with me. And he is like just panic rambling now.
Miz like forgot her like her set is just like starts like this is a little bit funny.
Crystal is ignoring you both and pouring everyone tea.
It's just it gives him a pat. And she just laughs a little. Yeah, okay, that sounds nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fine. I need to go back first so that like I can prep stuff. I can check on my father, because you got to think my father sent me here to figure out the case. So like if I haven't figured out the case, so I gotta let him know so that he doesn't think like what if he thinks I'm bringing you back as a witness? We can't let that happen. So like it's gonna be fine. Just breathe. You can't quite tell if that breathe is going towards her or towards himself.
Yeah, Min, who's like completely normal now. She just puts her hand on her shoulders, like, yeah, breathe.
Breathe.
In and out.
Okay? And out. Okay.
Yeah. You good?
I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good now. Thank you. All right. She just gives him a gentle hug.
He gives a gentle hug back. He is calm again.
Hey, maybe. Hey, maybe you can do the same for my home. Maybe I could do the same for you at my hometown.
I would love to. There's a lot of people at your hometown I want to meet. And there's like a slightly off smile with that. There I especially want to go. I want to see your school.
So about the Fae things,
Minami voice. Okay, Quinn's gonna kill people. Let's change topics.
mhm.
Right. Faye. So one of the common things to different Fae is things like uh the Fae Lords, who tend to be the more powerful ones that tend to rule over different different Fae. There is also the courts. Some Fae places have them and some don't. Things like the Summer Court, the Winter Court. They go by different names. There's a few different types. There's well, the name thing is pretty common. Being careful about your names, and that applies to both Fae and non-Fae. It names hold a lot of power. Sometimes more power over the Fae than on non-Fae, but power nonetheless in both directions. So do be careful about that. Um, Iron Iron is another one that is fairly consistent across the different Fae groups, being something that hurts Fae very much so, and even those with partial Fae ancestry, when other things such as the ability to only speak truth or promises or the name things doesn't hold as much power with those that are only have partial Fae history. So that that might help.
Hmm. I see. Okay. She's like writing all of these down in a notebook.
Quinn is just nodding slowly. Now to roll intelligence to see how much retained. That was an 11. After the modifier.
Oh, oh my
Okay.
god.
I mean,
So
that's above a 10.
it
I
is.
try to be optimistic.
So there are multiple Fae courts. Names are important. Don't tell other people. Fae have more power over them, but multiple types of people can have your name. And he starts snapping his fingers, but he is not recalling more than that.
Names hold power over Fae too,
Okay, yes.
but it is very much considered impolite to ask for a Fae their name.
Then how do you? Well, oh gosh. Then how am I supposed to greet Minami? I'm not me. Momo's family.
I suppose, like, I mean, there's plenty of other pleasantries that doesn't use, you know. There's
I don't want to assume their
thinking
genders.
if we.
I can't say ma'am, mix, or mister. What if I assume wrong? Oh
Uh,
gosh. What if? Oh, what if that's
just gender neutral
okay? I'll just use mix until corrected.
titles.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
may also ask, um, not necessarily, for instance, rather than asking what's your name, things like, how would you like to be referred?
Okay. Oh, like when talking to a witness.
Yes, like that, I
Yeah.
suppose.
We're seeing the way where we're finding out how his brain clicks.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because sometimes witnesses like this use anonymous, so they have to have a fake name. I see. Does that
This
mean
is
Fae
like
are
if
like murders?
Mm,
It's
They are like crime. Oh my moon. The circles are disappearing cases. The names are witnesses. He's just like there's like, you can like see him connect. You can just see him like tracing a little path in his head. He is now associating the Fae with crime.
oh my god. Iron is a murder weapon. um,
I love Quinn so much. Min is like slightly concerned, but also like happy that there's a way that he could like retain the information.
I'm gonna roll another intelligence at advantage.
Okay.
nice.
I got 10 both times, so 14, so it doesn't help a lot, but it helps some.
Oh, it's made some things click in his mind.
Yeah.
Things are settling better than they were.
She's they can just like practice later. He doesn't have to remember everything now.
Minami's gonna be coming home with flashcards to make up for the lack of note that Quinn slowly stopped taking notes and started doodling in the margins. He's drawing blood spatters.
Oh my god.
And fingerprints. Little mock-up murder scene.
Gosh.
Minami asks you, but like, oh, I have a case I'm working on right now, so I'm hoping that if I can visualize it in a different way, it might help me figure out the details. Arsene used to do this, and it worked well for him, so. I wonder if Camille would want to learn how to do
that. Does Min want to put her brother on blast?
I think she deserves it.
It's just like, oh, Camille, yeah.
Oh, he would. Perfect. I'll teach him that. I think
No, he already.
he already does. Huh. He really is a small
Yeah.
little detective. Can I kill men real quick?
Yes.
Can I? Because this is a line said in the show by Ron, if I remember correctly. And she doesn't connect the dots. You know, I think Camille would have liked to meet Arsene. They're a lot alike.
Min's just biting her tongue. This is gonna be the death of her. This is it. This is gonna be how she dies. Yeah, I think so too. They remind he reminds me of him a lot.
I'm here to chill, men. That is. I'm
That's
sorry.
the objective here.
I'm sorry you have to witness this murder, Kendall.
I am delighted by this. Crystal is oblivious to this. She doesn't care.
Crystal voice?
I mean,
Crystal voice? Huh. Based off what you said about Arsene, yeah, I would have to agree.
yeah, but she's also, I think, more concerned with, like, I still don't know how comfortable I feel with a 6-year-old being a detective, but I don't have any control over that, so.
Crystal voice, I don't know which is worse. The fact that Quinn is just encouraging this or the fact that he's a child detective.
Yeah, it's like, Crystal is also like, Quinn is a detective and a teenager, and I don't know how I feel about that.
A very experienced detective, but that's fine. That's fine. He has his dad's approval, so everything's okay.
Hmm.
I look at Min, who's Also, like, how old
Chris.
is Crystal again? I keep forgetting.
She turns 29 soon.
Oh my gosh.
She looks like a man who very much is like younger than her. Like, is 19 turning 20.
Yeah.
And a mentor for the 16-year-old.
17.
Yeah.
Oh right, 17. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
No, I like to imagine that would be that's something that would happen in character. I feel like Min voice. Yes, my detective. Yes, I understand. He's 17. I turned 17 recently.
Crystal's just like, you're children.
I'm not a child.
Wait, did she? Sorry.
I don't think she says that. I don't think she says that.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
this hasn't been said out loud. Like, she's
It was
just
just-
kind of
Okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just me lightheartedly Quinn. How Quinn would be like.
Gosh.
I love seeing Minami basically venting to Twins about what she's going through. It's hilarious to
Needs an
me.
outlet. She needs an outlet. She needs an outlet. She needs to vent to the people that understands.
I like to imagine that Leo is watching this dumpster. Like, Camille's having a crisis, Minami's having a crisis, and Leo is just watching with popcorn like, oh, my moon is this hilarious.
Man is like, is she's just having a time. She's just having a time. Why does she keep adopting brothers that have like that do this to her? Why?
Trope.
This is the third. This is Camille's my third brother. This is going to be a trope. Why? Uh, falls on the floor. She's okay. She's gonna snap herself out of it.
Minami, do you need more tea?
I made it. Yes, please.
Quinn just pours
Just
another
chug.
cup for her.
She just like downs it like a shot.
I like to imagine he like pours another cup for her and he places down the pot, and then she grabs the pot and chugs the pot.
Actually, that's more funnier. Yes.
Right, well, moving on from encouraging a 6-year-old apprentice detective to pursue murder investigations, we were discussing Fae Law.
Listen, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it either. That's my little
None of
brother.
us are.
But but
He's
also,
reassured me
I
though
don't know
it's
how to
just a
stop
tune
that.
thing.
And it doesn't reassure me.
Wait, it's not. Wait, are you telling me this just isn't a tune thing?
I think he just said that to make you feel better.
Quinn surprised Pikachu face right then and there.
Yeah, Quinn, my brother can lie.
What? No, not but he's so sweet.
He is a rotten little bastard brother.
Does that mean I can't trust him? He's got like little puppy eyes.
Wait, no, I didn't say that.
But you said he's a bastard.
Well, he is. The two aren't mutually exclusive.
Oh, so he's like the good kind of bastards.
Yes.
He's a little brother, from the sounds of it.
Yes. Okay, no, okay, that makes more sense. Just like the little solemn nod. Like, okay.
He is the bane of my existence, and I love him.
There's a blink. Toons will never stop confusing me, I think.
Join the club.
Never.
Aren't you a...
Just that does not make a difference.
If Quinn was a Toon, there'd be so many question marks over her head.
She's just...
Yeah, the gallery's right. It's not a Toon
She's
thing. You're just
yeah.
an only child, Quinn.
Yeah, Min just pats him on the shoulder and it's okay. I needed some getting used to because I was also an only child. But I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
And an only child. Does that mean I need a sibling to fully understand Toon culture?
This is sibling culture, not Toon culture.
Oh.
Yes.
So I don't need to go out and find a sibling.
You don't have to. No.
Okay, good. I don't know if my father would approve of that.
I don't know if I would approve of you going out to find a sibling just for the sake of understanding sibling relationships.
It seems like a good way to figure it out. Efficient. Smart.
It's well,
Good.
I guess it's a more like personal thing, and I eat something that kind of just you let happen.
But you can set it up, correct? With the right. It's like a potion with the right ingredients. It happens. Isn't that why it's a whole trope? Is because certain things make it happen consistently?
That's not how relationships should work.
No. I mean,
I know
tropes,
not all relationships work like that. Some are formed based off, well, there's ones that are formed off mutual interests, and then there's mutual trauma, and then there's having fun, then there's spending time. Then there's ones where, like, it's effective, then there's ones where, like, there's, like, some sort of benefit, then there's ones like my current one with my fiance, where it was a mix of effectiveness and it just worked out that way. There are some where it's an accident and then it becomes legally binding. He just starts listing off, and some of them sound legitimate, and some of them sound like someone who's just read them out of a book.
Yeah, if like tropes equaled, um, you know, actual feelings, emotional thing, and relationship, I'd have a lot more problems.
Oh my god,
Well,
Crystal
I
just
mean...
handed me a line.
Oh?
Please, share with the class.
You need to get out more, and this is coming from me.
I get out plenty. I walk once a day. I leave my hotel to go walk.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
Mm-hmm.
I think she means talking to people more.
I talk to you, Minami. And I talk to Camille now, sometimes. I've talked to him twice.
Okay, Quinn, you know how in a scientific study, when you're collecting data, you need a broad range of samples?
Yes, I have you, and I have Camille, and now I have Dr. Crystal Everlight. This is our second meeting.
If a scientific paper was based on like 3 samples, that would not be good.
Could start hanging out with Leo
what happened
more.
to Leo?
Okay, no, I actually purposely was doing that. That was on purpose. There's a reasoning.
Oh, okay.
Before the audience
Okay.
kills me, because I can sense the audience coming from my throat. Does she say what about Leo out loud?
You know, yeah, sure. What? Yeah.
Well, Okay,
What happened to Leo?
well, yes, I interact. Leo's harder, okay? It's awkward and well, because first of all, our more recent meet, and then there's of course the case, and then also, well, I mean, there's the but he kind of tugs at his collar, but the well, you see, sometimes when I
The
see
Quinn
Lee,
thing?
yeah, he's got his face is
Okay,
bright
okay.
red.
Okay, okay. Yeah, she just pats him on the back.
Leo figured out about the crush, and I haven't talked to him since.
I I think he'd like to talk to you more.
A
But
little small
also be
nod.
prepared. I think you should be prepared of him being a little shit about it.
Oh, I don't want that. I can't be mean back to him. Well, I don't want to be mean back to him.
I'm mean back to him.
But
At least I
you're
think I am.
you're
I don't know.
siblings. Well, meaning me,
That's
I
true.
don't know if you're able to actually be mean, but I know what you're trying to say.
I'm
I can
trying
be
so
very mean.
hard to get
I can be very mean, unlike you.
when I'm trying so hard to get this sibling thing.
You're doing great, Minami. But here, go. We'll practice insults later, okay?
Okay.
I'm so sorry to Crystal witnessing.
Me
It's
too.
okay. Crystal's just sitting here like downing tea to not to not be involved in this conversation.
Crystal voice, nope, 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 nope. I'm here for Faye. I do not want to process whatever's going on over there.
I'm not good at family drama. I have enough of my own to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get anything out of her at the moment. Yep, she's too busy
Yeah.
with the
Crystal down in the tea. Nope, 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 nope. Gosh, I just
Gosh, I'm so sorry to Crystal.
Don't be. She
Okay.
needs more
Okay.
human interaction.
Yay!
this is that we're
Friends!
it's this is Crystal getting. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Me could be a little shit to both of them.
Oh, cause you know I'm not smart. I don't see it.
Well,
I
because
don't know how
they
she
both
figures.
need to hang out more with real life people.
Uh-huh.
Why not take out two birds with one stone?
Min's Min's just putting her arms like the image that Min had. And he was like, "You can hang out with me," like arms out like jazz hands.
How do you say no to that face?
Quinn looking at Dr. Christopher like don't you dare say no to that.
Um,
I have a
that
puppy.
that sounds nice.
Well,
Just a question at the end.
I think what Minami is trying to say is, if I'm totally not saying this to get Minami off my back, but well, you said that that's a lot
You will
coming
never
from
get
you.
that.
So, obviously you don't go out much yourself. So I think Minami's saying that the two of you need to hang out more.
You seem really cool.
Um, I mm, and you seem really nice. I don't think you're getting out of this just because you've directed this at me, but
I need to roll a stealth.
No, he's not. Don't worry.
That was a dirty 20. Quinn
Wait,
is trying to sneak away.
Min's. What can I Min roll?
I guess a perception?
Yeah.
Percepi, where is it? 9. Shit.
When
No.
you snuck off to go get more to go get that coffee with the extra shots.
Oh, if it...
Oh god. And he's gone.
What? Just turns around. No, Quinn.
That's alright. He has to come back at some point.
He left his backpack.
He's just
But,
points at it like. Yes.
Yes, that sounds quite nice, actually.
Min's just like the colon D smiley face with like sparkles around her.
Crystal just
just,
totally,
like,
oh god, what have I gotten myself into?
I can. She's just like doing little claps because like, oh, we can. You seem like you like books a lot. I like books a lot. We can talk about books. That's a thing that people can do. What kind of books do you like?
That sounds quite nice, actually. I Well, there's a fair few subjects that I like. My area of study, for instance, I like history, magic, um, uh, music.
Oh, that's really cool. I kind of just. I also really like magic. And she does a little presentation to do like make sparkles because like wizard.
Ah, you do you do you study wizardry? What class?
I am a scribes wizard.
Ah, nice. I'm an abjuration wizard.
Ooh, how was that? I mean, I I wish I could ask more like comprehensive questions, but none are appearing right now.
We could say that they're just getting into this, like, the very
just,
deep semantics of magic law, like, theory.
yeah, like yes.
Okay, so when I rolled a stealth to see how well Quinn sneaks back, and guess what he got?
Oh,
What did you
good.
get?
Oh my god.
They blink and he's just standing there behind them, silently drinking his coffee.
Min like just like at one point it's like, oh hi Quinn, as it's like quit and just like jumps.
Oh man.
It's just like she just like jumps on top like real high to the top of the bookshelf.
Hi, Minami.
Why are you so good at sneaking?
I'm a detective. That's kind of
I
part of my job. Is getting
I did
into
not realize.
places without bad guys noticing. Or not bad guys, criminals.
I did not realize that that was part of the detective's repertoire.
It's part of mine. It helps me get into their bases easier.
I'm I'm not gonna lie, I have been in sneaky situations too. Situations that require sneaking, I mean.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, it's fine. I haven't died yet, so.
Quinn.
He's stupid. Oh, sure. And he reaches over and knocks on the wood casually.
Thank you.
Okay, would you like another funny to alleviate things?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, even if I did die, I wouldn't be dead for good. Takes a sip of his coffee.
What?
I'm trans.
Quinn?
Another sip of his coffee.
What?
I'm trans.
Yeah, I got that part. Wait, hold on.
I still don't.
I'm also not getting it. I'm so sorry, Quinn.
There's like a pause as he's like processing. I transitioned through a spell, so whenever I not necessarily die, but when I'm on the verge of death, I will just untransition rather than dying right there.
What?
That.
Hold on. And she climbs back down from the bookshelf.
One second, I gotta look something up.
Okay.
Because while Quinn is utterly convinced that it's this, but I thought that because there was a reason I didn't use Alter Self for this. Yeah, Alter Self only lasts an hour.
Min doesn't know enough about this to, like, correct Quinn.
Alter Self only lasts an hour. True polymorph lasts forever. No, it is not! Me about to fight! It's literally creature into creature. It doesn't have to be creature into, like, fox or sheep. It's just creature into creature. Thank you. I did my research on how to put trans people into D&D. How dare you question me, gallery? This is all lighthearted, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes me feel any better. That I like getting that close to death in the first place.
I don't like that thought either. She's gonna give Quinn a hug.
Okay, the gallery is attempting to convince me that it's Alter Self. It is Alter Self or True Polymorph. Either way, Quinn thinks it's True Polymorph, which
Okay.
is all that matters for the sake of the gag.
Okay.
Quinn just drinking his coffee casually.
Min voice, how dare you make me think about you dying?
You don't have to. I am practically impossible to kill.
No, you're harder to kill. And that is still not really that much more. It just means that I suppose you can't be downed in one shot.
Oh, no, not even by that. I am just naturally that gifted at avoiding attacks.
Well, I guess that's something.
To hear that?
Quinn with enough confidence to make 3 detectives.
Yeah. It's just like amazed at this confidence.
Please don't use that as a shield against getting into dangerous situations.
Please? I would not like that very much, thank you.
Quinn is sipping his coffee. He is sipping his coffee. He is sipping his coffee.
Stop sipping your coffee, Quinn!
He's chugging the coffee. He's chugging the coffee.
No!
I swear, between you and Camille and Leo, you're going to be the death of me at some
Is
point.
Leo
I'm
detective
gonna
now?
die of worry.
Is Leo detective now?
No, but you're all stupid.
Again, just surprised Pikachu face again. I am not.
Stupid, reckless idiots that. You guys give me an ulcer almost every day from the chat.
What have I said in the chat that's concerning? What have I said today that's concerning?
A lot, actually.
Surprise Pikachu face. I have not.
Yes, you have.
I have not.
I've
No.
what? You saw me like crumble onto the floor multiple times today. What did you think that was because of an allergy?
You said
Quinn,
that was partially because of family stuff.
You know what? That is true. One family stuff. One family stuff.
Min voice, I
But the
can't. I
rest,
can't.
Quinn, I came all the way from Toontown because you managed to accidentally get yourself engaged to a Fae.
A nice Fae. A pretty Fae.
and I'm
That's not the
glad.
point.
I feel like we need to look at this from the positive side rather than judging me at this moment.
I we can look at this from the positive side. I'm glad that this is a nice Fae instead of like a malicious one. However, there are still some things that are a little bit concerning.
I don't see any reason for concern. Everyone's happy with this.
Mm, Who's happy with like okay? Okay, can you tell me who's happy with this?
Her family, my family, her, I believe me, a lot of course. Correction. I mean, I guess my fan club isn't happy.
I
Hmm.
oh yeah.
The Polaroids are definitely happy. I know
Who?
there's actually the Polaroids. There's actually a couple magazines that came out about us before this ever happened. Ironically, I quite remember them.
What?
Quinn just continue to ramble.
Oh, it's just like
You can ask. You can ask. Well, no, Camille's
Polaroid.
too young. Camille's too young. Camille probably wouldn't know. Maybe Leo would remember. I bet you Leo's happy about this. He seemed to have found it funny when it happened.
Do you want me to ask him if he finds it if he's happy with this?
Sure. Quinn,
Okay.
oblivious.
All right. We she's quickly just like
I would say Camille, but Camille didn't seem happy.
I being bound to a phase is generally concerning.
He worries too much for his age.
Uh-huh.
While I agree with that point, I also agree that being bound to a Fae is concerning. Well, depending on the Fae.
Yeah.
Oh, so we just have to prove that this is a Fae not worth being concerned over, and then we can just forget about all this.
Min looks at
Suppose.
Crystal.
I. The thing is that if it's a Fae not worth being concerned over, it very likely wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Ah, I see. Well, maybe all of you just need to meet her.
I wouldn't mind that.
Maybe
I wouldn't mind meeting her either.
either she can meet all of you in person, or maybe she can meet Detective Moria and then be able to talk to all of you, or maybe perhaps. Because I know we've said the extended universe chat is morally ambiguously canon. Maybe there could be a bigger chat. We'll find a way for her to meet you guys. I need to see if I can find her first. I've heard that she's visiting me soon.
Oh, that's good. So you're not going to the Feywilds?
Oh, no. She lives in Fort Shanon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, her whole family lives in Fort Shanon. They're actually nobles there. Like I said,
I
she's very
see.
popular.
Mm-hmm.
How long have they lived in Fort Sinan?
I look at the audience. me shooting a glance at the audience.
Me.
Quinn, stop rolling such shit history.
Holds him.
He's gonna get. That's a 7. So I won't be able to give the exact number, but I can give like a ish.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Long or short, a while or recent. Uh, her family's like old money, so it's been a while.
Hmm.
Huh. Okay.
So see, nothing to worry about.
Still, they still operate on Fey rules. I'm sorry, Quinn. I
Meaning,
don't know this.
meaning me voice. I don't know how to tell you. It's still stupid.
It's still. I'm still worried.
Well, you can be worried. It will be okay though, me.
Mm,
Listen, nothing bad's happened to me yet, and nothing will. He's already starting to knock on wood before she even opens her mouth.
Man, it's like so many things wrong are happening. So many bad things are happening, Quinn.
No, I think my life's quite great, actually.
Well, that's good to hear.
I
Um,
I have reconnected with one of my old friends. I have a nice mentor. I'm traveling the world. I'm engaged. Isn't that everything that a 17-year-old would want?
you have a cool motorcycle.
I do. I have a cool motorcycle. Exactly. So see,
I don't know what 17-year-olds normally want. So it's very difficult for me to dispute this.
thank you.
I don't know what regular 17-year-olds want.
See, we're
I
all in
was.
agreement. Nope.
No, we're lacking data.
Yeah.
Nope.
But
I love Quinn. He's so
if
stupid.
yeah, if we are super duper sure, if we are super duper sure about this, like this Momo person, that they're nice and good and uh, and I'm having a time right now. I'm sorry.
You're so good, beloved.
And there's nothing to worry about. And also that you to go on a few dates before marrying, because that's kind of like a thing.
Well,
Um,
yes, I figured. Well, it takes time to plan a wedding, even if we're not the ones planning it. So, like, we'll have plenty of times to go on dates and talk. And
when hold on, wait, that's not something I should have asked earlier. When is the wedding?
I don't know. My father hasn't told me yet.
I think like that's something he should tell you
I don't see why. He'll let me know when it is.
because because it's your wedding.
I feel like that's something important to know.
Oh, it's surely no time. It's surely plenty. It's plenty of time away, surely. Father's busy with stuff anyway, so it's not like he can focus a
It,
lot on the wedding. He's dealing with the druids back home.
oh, could you maybe ask Momo when the wedding is?
I can.
Okay, because here's the thing, Quinn. Normally, people get married like after maybe two or like maybe like at least like 3 years of like dating.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say knowing each other, which I was about to say it's been plenty of time for that.
Um, didn't you say that you haven't seen her in years?
Yeah.
He kind of does a wavy hand. It's less. Well, I for a fact haven't seen her in over a year because I've been here, and like I mean, I technically did see her, and like we interacted. It comes with being part of the social elite part of Fortunon. You go into fancy balls, stuff like that, and like I said, the Polaroids were very common.
Yeah.
So I mean, I knew
Mm,
her. I knew she existed.
uh,
That
mm,
it's not the same thing.
We
no, not
interacted
really.
like once a year.
That's better than nothing, but still, Quinn, I appreciate your trying to see the bright side of things. It's a great attitude to have. Um, I it this is we Crystal, please help me.
I I'm not good at those things. Look, I don't know much about relationships, but you should at least know them
Well, I'm
fairly
going to
well.
get.
You need to talk to her.
I'm going to.
Hmm.
I'm
I,
going to. Like I said, she's coming to visit, and who knows? Hopefully, I'll be able to talk to her soon.
I mean, okay, so like, how do you know her? Like in this once a year thing, you said something about like a
Oh,
some
yes.
event.
Yeah, since she was a noble and Dad liked to try and hang out with nobles as much as he could, especially because I was a very popular teen detective. A lot of them would want to invite me, kind of like a show of popularity, like, oh, look who came. It was the teen detective and the inspector. So we would kind of get invited, and if we weren't nobility at the time.
Mm-hmm. Men, what? Yeah, okay. This child's, I guess, child celebrity. Okay, that's actually no. She wouldn't question this. She got invited to things. Never mind.
Yeah, and our son got invited to things, so like there's a basis for this.
She's yeah. She can't question this. She went to a bunch of fancy places. Normally,
Chris,
kind of because mostly because of her rich friend, but like it doesn't matter. Point is,
Crystal is
she's
just
just
like,
nodding.
I am so glad I am not famous.
Min's just nodding.
Being famous isn't all bad. It's quite nice. You make lots of friends that way.
Min's just like making like the so gesture.
Fair enough.
It sounds exhausting.
It
How
is.
do you have time to do
Yeah,
anything else?
I don't.
Quinn.
Well, I mean, before I went into like detective full time, I had time. I did school. I spent half my day doing that, and then I would spend at least a couple of hours in the morning doing gymnastics, and then sometimes in the afternoon, I would go for runs. I also did kendo in the afternoon. And then of course in between each of those was the detective stuff along with studying, and then I'd sleep for the night. And then on the weekends I would normally do more gymnastics and kendo.
Min is looking away.
And then sometimes I'd work out.
She has no room to argue about this.
You know what? Neither does Crystal.
Bunch of hypocrites, all of them, if they did.
Yeah.
Well, you stick around in Quell long enough and you won't be able to continue doing that because someone will bully you outside.
I already do go outside. He crosses his arm, and I don't do gymnastics here. So I have that free time. Also, there's not really any place for me to practice my sword, and I don't go to school anymore, so there's that as well. All my time is really just spent on casework.
You could pick up another hobby.
I do have a hobby. My sword.
But consider a different hobby with your sword, along with your sword hobby.
Blink, blink.
I mean, was there anything you thought, I don't know, would be cool to try out as a kid?
Being a detective?
Okay, okay.
Have you considered joining a fencing club?
Nah, not really. It's not quite my style. Little too, I'm sorry, something happened off screen.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry, completely made my brain sidetracked.
You're good.
No, fencing's a little too squishy. Out of character. I fence. Fencers do not appear in the comments and start to murder me, please.
And it's like, maybe another sport, like, I don't.
I'm quite content being a detective.
Like basketball. I was trying to think of hobbies.
Quinn just I love how this has just turned into Quinn. Please have a life. FPS.
How textile hobby?
I can just buy
she
clothes,
says with a
man.
question mark.
I could just buy clothes.
Oh yeah, but like it's sometimes nice. Like I do a little bit of embroidery. It's nice.
You could pick up an instrument or
He kind of makes a cringe face.
No.
I've not just. I mean, I did do ballroom dancing for a bit.
Did you enjoy that?
Quinn's face turns slightly red. Not particularly with any of the partners I had.
Min in her head, you wanted someone else to be your partner, didn't you?
Min voices is going into the. This is going under my list of ways to murder Camille later.
Yeah.
Min texting the group chat. Camille, did you know that Quinn wanted to ballroom dance with our son?
Oh god, I'm gonna say that Crystal's gonna make this work. I could just like take the completely wrong thing from that as the well, perhaps you didn't have the I don't do dance myself, but I do know that if you don't have someone who is at the same level as yourself, that it can make things less enjoyable. Perhaps if you joined a group with more professional dancers, you might enjoy it more.
I could. That might help. So I could always ask Leo. I know Leo has always enjoyed. Perhaps even
Oh,
Leo wouldn't
has
mind.
he?
I figured, considering the way he kind of moves around when he's making coffee. Looks like dancing.
That's true.
I could always ask him. Who knows? Maybe he could teach me how to dance.
I think I know a friend who could give you lessons as well because he's also rich and has to learn stuff.
Crystal's just like, well, my teacher could teach you to dance. My sister could teach you to dance, but no way am I introducing you guys to her because I am not giving her that ammo.
Mm-hmm. Holds her. Is just
Yeah, I think maybe in the end she will say, I know someone who could potentially teach you if you couldn't find anyone else.
Alright then, well, I'll ask Leo, and if that doesn't work, I'll ask Min's friend, and if that doesn't work, I'll ask your person, and if that doesn't work, then I will try and find actual lessons somewhere.
she does a thumbs up. She just unknowingly just promised Quinn to meet her bestie.
All according to plan.
Mm-hmm. I would like them to meet actually. That'd be
Handshake.
fun.
Handshake.
Yes. I need to come up with schemes and plans to get her friends to visit.
Told you I can help.
Yes, please. Gosh. I love them so much.
Handshake.
All three of them are disasters.
They are.
Absolutely.
None of them are normal. Quinn, Quinn, Quinn is like that. Min is a slightly different flavor of like that.
And then Crystal is a third flavor of like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is just what's the triple ice cream flavor?
Neapolitan.
This is a Neapolitan of like that.
They're nerds.
They are nerds.
Neurodivergent affectionate.
Mm-hmm. None of them are. If you look at them and think they're neurotypical, that's your fault.
That's how you know that you're neurodivergent.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else is there to? Do we have anything else?
I'm like, do we have it?
No, I think. I mean, I don't know how much face studying they've done, but
we can have
We
a
could
fade to
say-
black with the fade studying.
Yeah, they could
Yeah.
actually study.
that way we don't have to come up with more like Fae knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that's half the reason we kept.
we did.
Here we go. Let me do a quick
One
intelligence at
was-
advantage to see how much he learns by the end.
Yes,
I'm so glad we have advantage.
and even then, I don't think it will be like. Even then,
That's a 12.
they could. Mhm,
Oh my god.
So that was with advantage, by the way. His first was a 7.
mhm.
So
This could be like a regular meetup
yeah,
to study.
Yeah. It would be nice for all of them too.
yeah, they all need it. Let's be honest.
Mm,
So we fade to black with them starting to study. Quinn he's better than what he was when it came to Fae knowledge.
to be fair, he is learning a lot.
Yeah, he is. So no, he is.
So he can take it at his own pace.
Yeah, he's learning. And they're hanging out and they're agreeing to meet back up, and it went fine. Everything's fine. Minami didn't die.
She's completely normal and fine.
I found a way to have Quinn leave for Fort Shanon within the next month or two in canon timeline. For those worrying, don't worry. I still need to schedule the first date for that. So no, don't worry. That's not good. That's not about to suddenly appear now. And Mina, Crystal is going to start hanging out with more people in real life.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, she's making human friends, well, real life friends.
And this kind of sets up how she's getting real close to Quinn, you know?
Yeah. I'm sure that won't come back to bite her.
Not at all.
And Crystal and Min can be nerds together.
Yeah!
Yes. Yes, I'm so glad they finally got to meet because they really would get along together great.
They do. All right.
I had an incredible, wonderful time.
Handshake.
Yes, this was great.
Thank you two so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you to all our listeners, both now and in the future. Have a good time zone, and here's the hoping Quinn knocked on wood enough. Bye-bye.
See ya.